Hi everyone, I am back again. And today I'm going to be doing the Synastry chart between Stedman Graham and Oprah Winfrey. Now I've already done the Synastry between Oprah and Gayle, so if you haven't seen that, it's in my playlist. So I'm going to get started on Stedman and Oprah, and it's fascinating because this actually coincides with certain dynamics associated with her and Gayle. So I'm going to get started. Her Jupiter conjuncts his Lilith and Lust. So Jupiter, the largest planet in the solar system, brings these energies out in the open between the two of them in a big way. And Lilith has to do with raw sexuality, and lust is self-explanatory. So he has this lust and very strong attraction to Oprah. Now, it's interesting because her Antinous conjuncts his vertex, and that asteroid has to do with bisexuality. So I think these two have a very, how do I put this? It seems like they're two heterosexuals together and they've been together for a very long time, but Gayle shows up in this chart, and also there is secrets of them both being gay. And I'm getting ahead of myself, so let me just roll through it so you can see all of the energies and how they come together. His Ganymede and Nessus conjuncts his descendant natally. Whatever conjuncts your descendant in your natal chart, this is what you're going to look for in another person. The dynamics or the energies or the personality. Now, Ganymede has to do with being gay, and Nessus has to do with abuse. Another very important person, high profile, has Ganymede conjuncting his descendant, and I'm not going to tell you who because I just don't want all kinds of backlash and chairs thrown at me. And I do think that Oprah is abusive towards him because her Nessus trines his sun at 0 degrees and her Sato trines his moon at 0 degrees. And like I said, Nessus has to do with abuse and Sato has to do with sadistic behavior, being mean, like a mean girl. Now, her Mercury and Mira conjuncts his IC. Fascinating, because Mira has to do with deviant sexual behavior. There can be perversion, orgies, or sex tapes. And that is the energy of Mira. And Mercury is conjuncting his IC as well. So this happens behind the scenes. And she probably talks dirty to him. I mean, I don't know because the IC sits at the bottom of the chart. So those energies are hidden. But the chart is telling me that there's a lot of sexual deviance that goes on behind the scenes between him and her, in my opinion. Her point of fortune conjuncts his moon and Asmodeus. Now, moon conjuncting the point of fortune, this can mean a very long relationship or being married. Now, they've been together a really long time, so this can indicate, like I said, a marriage or very long relationship. And Asmodeus is there, so this has to do with the demon of lust, being cornered and trapped, and a strong sexual desire, which ties back to her Jupiter conjuncting his Lilith. Now, her Apophis conjuncts his moon, and Apophis has to do with destruction. Since it's conjuncting his moon, to me this means that the emotional state between the two of them is not, it's not like this close, lovey-dovey emotional connection. It's more like a distant, and it's there's a convenience in this relationship between the two of them. And but it really centers around, in my opinion, the sex, secrets, and money. His sun conjuncts her Apollo. Now, Apollo blessed homosexual unions. He was also the patron of same-sex relationships. She brought him the homosexual or bisexual parts of the relationship she brought those energies to him. And that's what he was looking for due to the Ganymede on his descendant. But it also gets more stronger. There's more energies involved here. His Adonis conjuncts her Venus and Sun. Now she puts him on a pedestal. Adonis was a Greek god. He was very attractive. So they both put each other on this pedestal, and they make it seem like, he's just the love of my life. She's wonderful. He's just so perfect for me. That's where these energies are coming from. Now her Eros and Ganymede conjuncts his ascendant, Ganymede again. Eros has to do with homoerotic relationships. So that's what she brings into this relationship. Because her Ganymede, Think and Taureau and Saturn also conjuncts his ascendant. So Think has to do with betrayal, not being loyal. It's kind of like there's a disloyalty involved here. And she brings that into the relationship, and she's bossy. She's just like a very bossy person and stern and can be critical because her Taureau and Saturn is also conjuncting his ascendant. Now, the fascinating part of this is, where is all of this homoerotic relationship? Where is it coming from besides the asteroids, and who else is involved here? And I think I thought that it could, maybe he has another boyfriend, which I do feel, and I will get to that. But his king and Isolde conjuncts her moon. You can't make this up. Gayle King, that's her last name. King and Isolde. Isolde has to do with the love triangle, and it's conjuncting her moon. So we've got 3 people now in this chart: Gayle, Stedman, and Oprah. And I think they were all messing up the sheets together, in my opinion, and it happened behind the scenes due to her Mira conjuncting his IC. And his Hermes conjuncts her North Node. Hermes, one of the 3 triads of homoerotic Greek gods, and it's conjuncting her North Node. So that is the theme of this relationship between the 2 of them, in my opinion. There's just too much behind the scenes. There's secrets. Now, his Eros conjuncts her vertex. Again, Eros. And this coincides with the rest of the homoerotic asteroids between the 2 of them. And her Aphrodite, the patron of lesbians, is conjuncting his Neptune. So there's secrets about this. She's like, don't tell anybody, let's keep this on the down low. And those dynamics are also present between her and Gayle. So that's all I have between these 2. And I just wanted to go over this because I think that it really does match up with the whole dynamics between Gayle. And now Gayle's involved with them. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out. Gayle and Oprah are besties. Maybe even Gayle has a little love shack cottage on Oprah's estate. Who knows? But I'm going to be back shortly with other Synastry charts, so hit the like, subscribe, and share. And have a nice day.